I say consistency is just not in my DNA.
Heaven on earth.
Hey ladies, welcome back to another thrift video. Today I started off differently. I thought, you know what, every time I hit up these girls, taking their time, I'm in the car and there's not much to be said. I just walk in the store and get to it. But today I was like, you know what, I'll just start it off how it really starts off, which is me at home getting myself together to be out in public. Because waking up and getting yourself together is part of the day, you know what I'm saying? Now that I have YouTube going, it's been like a month strong. Can y'all believe that? A month strong, a video a week. I am just so proud of myself because when I say consistency is just not in my DNA, it's not. It's not. I'm new here. I'm new here when it comes to consistency. Just got here, just got on the boat, and I'm trying to figure it out myself. So, yeah, I'm proud of myself. And not to mention all of the subscribers. Like, I did not expect to have subscribers. Literally, when I put out my first video, I was like, if I can get 100 subscribers a month, maybe 50 subscribers a month, and that was really pushing it, then I might be onto something with this YouTube thing. And then here we are, a month in, with darn near 500 subscribers. Like, I'm just so amazed. Like, I didn't even know it was gonna go down like that. So I just want to say to all you ladies who saw my video or videos and thought, you know what, she worth looking into. She's somebody I would want to, you know, catch up with, listen to, hang out with, wherever the case may be. I just want to say thank you. Thank you, because as someone who went through the roller coaster of a coaster 2024 and just looking to find, you know, my purpose and what I was here for, as far as just me time outside of all the duties and hats that I wear, I think it's just so refreshing to be here and be appreciated. And so I just want to say thank you, because there's so many YouTubers that this last 4 or 5 months I've like been so amazed. Like I told you guys, I was not into YouTube before. I use it as a Google search. Like, literally, I would get up and how to, what to, you know, like, I didn't really know there was like communities and women that support women and just people who share their daily struggles, ups and downs, the fun, the good, the bad, all that good stuff. So I'm so happy. But what I have to shout out is, who would have known that thrifting was just such a popular thing amongst millions of women? Like, I know I like to thrift. I have a cousin, she loves to thrift. My sister, she's into it every now and then. But just like those die-hard thrifters that just know what it is, what it's like, the ins and outs of thrifting, like, there's so many of you girls out there. So I just want to say I'm so pleased, like so pleased and so surprised. So yeah, but I really did just want to show my appreciation because it has been such a little journey so far, and I'm only like 30 days in. Like, it's only my 3rd day out here, you know what I'm saying? And it's going great. So yeah, today we are headed over to do a couple things. So first things first, my daughter needs to be picked up from school, okay? And then we're gonna hit up the thrift store. Before I even do that, I have to take my teenage daughter some personals because she forgot her little mini bag at home. So I gotta take her some personals and some snacks. She requested personals and snacks. So after we do that, I'm gonna pick up my baby girl and we're gonna head to In Your Wildest Dream. Today I have the time, a couple hours to spare, and yeah, we'll get to do that. Later I have to get home, do dinner, get my daughter off to volleyball practice, the whole 9. But today we're gonna squeeze in some time for us, okay? I'm using the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. I already kind of used my LA Pro Girl Concealer. I use that heavy on the chin and then to contour or highlight. I don't know. I'm not a makeup girl. Just telling you that now, so don't quote me on anything. Your girl is ready to go. I'm gonna throw on like maybe a cute little jacket, maybe change out my earrings. I'm not sure. I'm just glad we got to kind of chit chat, catch up. Y'all got to see me before I got in the car because yeah, I can't start off every video like that. So I'll figure something out how we can make this work for the long run, okay? So I have picked up my child. Leaving the house, like I said, I was in a rush, like literally is giving festive up top with this like vintage thrifted little jacket that I got. I want to say, ooh, over 5, 6, 7 years ago. It's really old. It has like cute little tassel detail. I love this little Versace looking print here. But anywho, I got my daughter and now we're headed to In Your Wildest Dreams. I'm so excited because now that I'm filming my thrift trips, I can't keep taking out to the same place. It's just not going to work out like that. So I want to give you guys something exciting, but I also want to be excited too. Like, I'm not just doing this just to do this. This is for me. So we're on our way to In Your Wildest Dreams, and I'm bringing my baby girl along. She's in the back. We may stop and grab something, you know, to drink or something before we get there. Yes, my name is Vanessa. Thank you.
Yeah, hi Vanessa. Looks like it's everything.
Yes, can I get an iced peach green tea?
Okay, what size?
For the size, let's do Trenta. I'd like to add to that, so I want to add heavy cream,
Okay.
5 pumps classic, and 4 pumps vanilla.
Alright, have a Trenta peach green iced tea with 4 pumps of classic and how many vanilla?
4 pumps vanilla. That'll be all. $5.45, guys. Trenta drink for $5.45. The drink is already delicious, but when the price was $5.45, I was like, oh, there's no turning back. Like, I won't be drinking coffee. I will not.
$180.90. Ask you a question. It is completely optional. Did you need us for all today?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Have a great day.
She looks cute. I love seeing women like dressed up. She on a cute purple dress. She had her heels on. Not sure where she's going on a beautiful Monday afternoon, but she looks cute. I didn't think you could see the color. It's like a peachy cream color. Heaven. Heaven on earth. You have to try that. You have to try the peach green tea from Starbucks. Ooh, I'm actually making out of here to turn.
Wow.
So we got my tea, we got my phone, we got the camera, of course. We got my Shein bag. I've been wearing her out, wearing her down. And I'm just so excited to see what's in here. There's a lady across staring at me real bad, but I'm gonna just ignore that, and I'm gonna take us into In Your Wildest Dreams. We'll get here and here. It's a little coffee shop. And a small. This is like only a small. They kind of got. I'll go this way. It's suede. It has like a bell sleeve, but when I say it's lightweight, let's see what these prices are talking about. $46. Oh, this is the brand. Let's see. Never heard of it. Oh, I love this. Max Studio, $32. Okay, this is the second leather little get up I've seen this week in this color. I love the style. The only thing is I'm looking for like a bomber style. But y'all see, it has a double pocket. Sometimes a double pocket screams meant to be. That is cute. How, you know, like some pretty quality brands. This is like a Zara. Little crop windbreaker. A little leather get up. Let's see. A Briggs New York, like little suede. That's what I mean. So this is H&M. Leather jacket. $36. The fact that it's used, and it was probably only a little over $36 when it was in store, is what gets me. Pieces like that, I just will not purchase. Okay. This is a London Fog. $56. It's like a suede. What brand is this?
At this point, I cannot take another pink coat home. Like, this was gorgeous, but I had to just keep on scrolling, guys. And then I ran into this tweed. There wasn't much of it, but the colors just gave me clueless. I don't know. It was something cute about it. Someone out there could work it. And at the top, check these out. I knew right away these were Betsy Johnson's. Like, who else? Leopard clogs with floral print. They were in great condition, by the way. This top, I have a thing for oversized, kind of loose, I want to say sloppy, I know that's not the word, but fitted tops that just kind of look effortless, and they can be worn with denim, they can be worn with sweats, dressed up or dressed down. This is something that's lightweight. It just California girl in me and went in my basket. This was a cute ASOS top, and then this little fur piece looked like it had been worn. I didn't like the texture or the look of it, but the color was beautiful. Cute little white crop jacket for $28. Not too bad, but not my style. This Express, I would call it vintage, was like an anorak. It had cute embroidered like floral print and denim. Kind of gave me like this 70s eccentric vibe, but also the camo was actually like a snake print. I thought it was really cute. This little puffer jacket was lace. It had like a nice denim trim. It looked quality. It was very cute. Not my style, but the price was $28, and I thought was definitely something that I would see someone paying for. Here again, a little effortless oversized top. This looked like it had a matching bottom somewhere out there. And this bag, I know it's a dupe, and I've loved it since I first fell in love with them, but $15, I just felt like I could probably get that off Shein for cheaper. Here you see me kind of walking into like this little closet area, and this is where I believe the vendors had their own separate area. So this was like a vendor and the clothes they had to offer. Some good denim, as you can see, the classic Gap denim, probably vintage pair, and then some random pieces. I think that explained the random pieces. And there were some really vintage pieces over in the corner. This 70s inspired vest was everything. Definitely gave me like decades vibes. And then some really, really vintage coats that I think were just too old for my taste. But again, there's a time and there will be a place for someone, I know. Again, I just thought this 70s this 70s trend style leather jacket was everything. I love the peanut butter color, and it was a Wilson's brand, so quality leather. Again, we're entering another little vendor. They didn't have the name, I don't think. I didn't see it posted, but again, this was more of like a boho beachy feel. It kind of reminded me of Venice Beach, like something you would see out at one of the little shops. This top I thought would like open up with like a little bralette, some denim, and a cute like sandal heel would be really cute. Again, there was just some little peasant style boho tops off in the corner. And I just like to check through all the racks, make sure I'm not missing anything, because we all know if you don't look at it all, you're gonna miss a good piece. A little H&M jacket. So these are just little cute cropped cargo trench style coats, and then they just had like random little tees and crochet pieces up here. A lot of knits, a lot of, you know, boho girl feel. This was just like a random little basket, and I thought it was going to be full of clearance items, but it actually was like denim overall sets. So I don't know if they were handmade, cut up, or what, but they were cute. Here, this little vintage bag, I thought just the colors were really cute. It's something I like during fall time. And then here we see, I think these are more like consignment pieces, a little fur coat. And then this snakeskin bag was everything, but I'm just not into satchels. And that braided belt, I wasn't a fan of. Going into the shoes, which was next to it, these like suede, not knee-high, but mid-calf boots were only $26. Size 7. I wish they were my size, but they were really cute. I love the pointed toe. And they actually had a good selection of shoes. I wasn't too mad at it. These were so cute. And there will be a time and there is a place, I'm sure, for those. Getting it over into the heels, I love that little platform style sandal, especially in that nude color. At one point in time, this was definitely my style. I was so obsessed with these back in the day. And these were just such a cute two-toned little kitten heel. Shoe section didn't disappoint. I thought they had some good things. I went over into another little closet, and now I'm getting a little closer to the men's section, so more kind of camo anoraks that I thought were really cute and could be styled. This one I love the color, and it was actually a really nice like cottony feel. I don't know how to describe it. Definitely looked like it had been used. And then inside this same little boutique area, there was like this really pretty embroidered rack full of like femme, very, very sexy pieces. I thought it gave me like model off-duty vibes. And this little thick knit looked like it was probably handmade by someone's grandma, and it should not have been given away. Really, really cute. So as we got into the men's section, guys, it was massive. Again, it was like the back corner of the store. And when I say the outerwear was on point, the only fault I would say is like all the pieces were oversized and huge. This rack, like literally at a Goodwill, it would be so hard to like run into these pieces. You may run into one or two, but this place just had racks full. And we know that this jacket is like the jacket of the season, and they had tons of them. The price was about $75. I seen some over $100, but they were quality pieces. This rack just was so nostalgic to me. I was once at a point in time obsessed with vintage sweaters. This Tommy Hilfiger one was such a classic look. It was so clean, so classic, and I'm sure it would be a cute oversized look for someone. These sweaters were everything. Back in the day, I would have wanted every single one. With some comeback boots, girl, I'm telling you. They had little race car jackets, and I just love the men's display. I thought it was so cute. So cute. And again, the racks were full of outerwear. So I'm telling you, for the guys that are out in these stores spending hundreds of dollars on outerwear, like, you need to hit up Any Wilder Streams. And they had like these tags that kind of told you, see, 2000s Hollister knit. So it kind of let you know how vintage it was. Just think about it, 2000s, that's like a 20-year-old sweater. Crazy to think about. And then we got to some more modern pieces. Here in this little section, it was like little brooches, some hand jewelry, vintage rings, really cute pieces. I'm not too much into costume jewelry, but I thought they had some really unique pieces. As we made our way to the back of the store, at least the back corner, these areas were like super vintage. This bag was like handmade, I can tell, with like different wrappers and pieces. I thought it was beautifully made, honestly, and the colors were gorgeous. It just didn't kind of work in my wardrobe, but for 15 bucks, like, somebody, come on. The denim was a score. Tons of denim all throughout the store, both for men and women's. This True Religion pair, these Miss Me's, girl, back in the day, this was a thing. Hundreds of dollars on those jeans. And like I said, good denim. So I want to bring my daughter back for sure. I couldn't wait to tell her that I found some really cute vintage finds when it came to denim, and that she would need to come back and try them on. And the prices weren't too crazy. I think the denim was like 20 bucks. This coat, girl, it was like this iridescent. The camera doesn't even do it justice. I can't wait to do a try on haul. This went home with me. She's mine. She's hanging. I just couldn't wait to wear her. My daughter insisted that we went into this little antique vintage corner, and I also ran into this beautiful glass chandelier. Isn't that gorgeous? It was a couple $100, and of course, I'm sure it was worth it. Throughout the store, I saw like little kind of racks or shelving of like vintage bags. These bags remind me of something from like the 50s, 40s. I don't even know, but I just thought they were beautifully made. And then we ran into like these beautiful handcrafted soaps. I just thought they were gorgeous, just for decor in your restroom or something. I love them. I heard footsteps and I had to stop someone because I honestly thought there was furniture upstairs, only to find out there was more clothing. And the vibe up here was definitely vintage antique stores. Like, the dresses were beautiful but vintage again. And then you also found some really high-end brands up here. The shoes were there. And I even ran into these really cute little Gucci kind of clogs, I guess you would call them. This coat I fell in love with, and I just knew right off the back it's going home with me. I held on to it till, like, honestly, I left the upstairs where I found a mirror and tried on some pieces, and it was too small, guys. My heart dropped. This area here was definitely more consignment because it definitely was full of more designer, kind of high-end brands. This jacket, I don't even remember the price, but I didn't even look because, girl, I thought it was coming home with me. I kind of took a rounds and made my rounds upstairs, and there was some really good stuff. Honestly, really, really cute vintage pieces, super vintage. Back in the day, I would have took one of these home, believe it or not. But I just kind of, at this point, I was done looking, but I couldn't leave the store without getting the full gist of what was up here. See my daughter in the back kind of spinning, keeping herself occupied because, girl, at this point, we have been in here way too long, and she was just waiting on that candy I had promised her. This pink top, I love the detail. I love the kind of wide scoop neck. I wasn't sure if I would use it and how she would fit on, so I just kind of left her there, but it was something I thought would actually work in my wardrobe, unlike some of these other pieces. And then we had this huge rack behind me, as you see. I'll go over there in a second, full of super, super vintage sets. And so I wasn't sure how they would fit on, but I knew someone who was really into like upcycling and reworking clothing would have a field day with these sets, because when I tell you the Calvin Klein floral print sets were everything and more. This here was like those vintage race car. Do y'all remember when the guys used to wear these, the vintage race car jackets? I don't know about on the East Coast, but in the West Coast, the race car jackets were a thing. The Budweiser, the M&M, it was just like all the logos. That was a thing back in the day. Here we are. So here are the sets. This one here was like a vintage floral print Calvin Klein. Like I said, it was a set, so it was a top and a skirt. Girl, somebody in their sewing machine I know can make this into something beautiful. But these suits and these sets, I know I will come back and kind of take my time to look through, because I know I would love something on. This rack was kind of hidden, but it was full of plush fur coats. Check this out. This was a $700 coat. So I know this was consignment for sure. I'm not really sure the brand because I didn't look for it, but I know it had to be worth some money if it was reselling for $700. This Wilson leather gave me 70s vibes, and I loved it. But of course, not something I would 100% use in my closet. And then here I seen a bunch of women, or a couple women, shopping for vintage wedding gowns. I thought that was so neat. So yeah, after this, I made my way downstairs. We were done for the day.
Ladies, I'm back. I literally spent maybe 2 hours in that store, maybe a little over. I am gonna say the store was massive. Like, filming, I don't even think did it any justice. And not only was the store massive, but once I got to looking around and really diving in, I heard like footsteps. So I'm just like, what is that? There was a second floor. Gorgeous pieces, extremely vintage. I think so. Excuse me. I feel like it's definitely a thrift store and consignment store. So where, like, if you were doing like a decades themes, if you are truly into like vintage prints, fabrics, and styles, the consignment pieces were overpriced. I get it, they're name brands, but I couldn't do. There was tons of things that was just extremely overpriced. Like, it was almost like you were to go in the store and get it, even for Forever. Like, there was a Forever 21 jacket that was like $39. You know, like, and I already know the quality is not it. So there were cute pieces. I think it was just fun to go in and just look forever, because literally it was so nostalgic. Like, some of the pieces and like the characters you've seen, the vintage like artwork, the kitchen, you know, like there was vintage bags, but vintage. Like, yeah, there are some things that you could probably make work now in modern day time, but you just have to be that girl. And for me, I love like something vintage, a print. I love suede, I love denim. They had tons of that. Suede, denim, and leather. suede, denim, and leather. I'm talking about Miss Me jeans, True Religion jeans, Levi's denim, Gap denim, Guess denim. They had all of that. Of course, I didn't even, worry about trying any of that on because I just, like I said, I don't truly get my denim from thrift store, but jackets, denim on denim on denim on leather on leather on suede. Like, it was all there. Price was a little bit, I think like the denim, leather, and suede range from like $75. I think I even seen something at $700. So the prices got a little crazy. Some of it, yes, was designer. But still, like, I get it as consignment, which means that I believe with consignment, they sell products for you. So they'll sell it. They get a profit plus the owner. So the prices are kind of hiked up because of that. But yes, overall, it was a beautiful experience. I had so much fun in there. I had my little one with me. She tapped out a while ago. I promised her some candy, so she stuck it out with me. But yeah, it was crazy. So although I only left with 2 pieces, I could have left with more, but did I think it was worth it? No, because even with those 2 pieces, I spent $65. And it was just a coat, of course, and like a cute knit top, like sweater that I thought was cute. But literally, there were great things, just not worth the price. But I love that I got some good footage for you guys. And it was just a cute store, a really cute store. And it was just more for the fun. So I'm heading out. I'm tapping out. I'm headed home. I got to get my daughter off to volleyball practice. And so, if y'all can see, the sun is on its way down. It's 4:38. And I picked up my little one from school at 1:35. So we got there close to 2. So I was in there a cool 2 hours and something, but I still didn't even get to look at everything. That's the crazy part. So it was sectioned off by vendor. So I didn't know that every area was like a vendor. So if you had like a small thrift store, or if you collect thrift or vintage merchandise, should I say, then maybe you can rent out a booth or vendor there. And then I don't know how the money and profit works, but yeah, there were little vendors. And then upstairs it was the same. So some of the little vendors had their like little sign, so you knew who it was. Others you couldn't tell. But yes, such fun, such good stuff. If I ever have, a decades theme occasion, or I'm looking for truly a certain piece, I feel like I now know what's in there and what I could go for. So yeah, I'm so glad I got to take you guys along with me. Thanks for tuning in. If you've stuck around to the video this long, if you haven't, girl, I understand.
This is my